Thank you all for being here today. Very excited to announce the launch of this new opportunity to bring opera and what opera has to offer back to the students of San Diego, and to get a new generation experiencing what opera and the arts and culture have to offer. You know, San Diego is a world-class city, and we need world-class amenities to make sure we stay there, and opera and arts and culture are part of it. And you know, we've had some issues getting the opera taken care of. Most of that stuff's going behind us now, and now it's about what do we do going forward? What do we do to help inspire the new generation to be involved with arts and culture in the city? So that's what this program it is. It's called My Voice in the Arts. It's about coming forward and doing an essay and getting backstage passes and a free year-long subscription to San Diego Opera. There's a lot of people that we need to thank for being here today and helping us kick this off. First, I want to thank a few of my council members who helped put in the funds to get this thing kicked off. That's Councilmember Kate, who is with us, Councilmembers Zapp and Gloria as well. Also want to thank Opera General Director David Bennett, who will be speaking shortly, and Demi Brown from Empower Charter, and all the kids who came down here today. This is a very good opportunity for us to get these kids involved and get them to understand that even though they may not realize that arts and culture are involved in their daily lives, they'll actually realize it after we get this going. It's a very good program, and for the particulars of the program, I'd like to introduce David Bennett from our General Director of the Opera. He'll tell you some of the particulars on how this thing gets kicked off, when it starts, duration, those type of things. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Sherman. I'd like to thank Councilmember Sherman and Lori Zapp, Todd Gloria, and Chris Kate, who made My Voice in the Arts possible. I'd also like to thank a very big thank you to Cassandra Wineland, who behind the scenes made this program possible as well. San Diego Opera is much more than just an opera company that performs here at the Civic Theater. We are also a community presence in schools around the county, providing high-quality arts education to San Diego's youth. Our Words and Music program provides weekly, year-round education in classrooms, teaching students how to write, compose, produce, and perform their own stories in student-created operas. Our master artists and production technicians provide hundreds of hours of curriculum each year, and our student night at the opera provides free tickets and transportation for San Diego Opera dress rehearsals to over 8,000 students and educators each year. With our new program, My Voice in the Arts, students and chaperones from each council district will be able to experience a full San Diego Opera season, with performances of 2 operas by Puccini, Tosca and Madama Butterfly, a recital by the world-renowned bass baritone Ferruccio Furlanetto, and the West Coast premiere of a very exciting new American opera, Great Scott. It is important that these students see that opera is alive and well here in San Diego, because these students are the audiences of tomorrow, as well as the arts leaders and civic leaders of tomorrow. My Voice in the Arts is open to all students grades 6 through 12 in the city of San Diego. What the program does is it asks students to reflect upon a moment when the arts affect them personally and write their reflections about the experience. What's important here is that we're asking them to tell us how the arts affect their lives personally. Their reflections will be reviewed by a panel of arts educators and community leaders and council representatives. Winners will not only be able to attend all of the opera performances this year, but also have a chance to attend rehearsals and speak with the people who star in and make the operas happen, along with members of the City Council. We want these students to have an investment in art, not just opera, but art in general, and understand that a living and vibrant art scene is what makes lives meaningful and makes the city great. We're incredibly grateful for the city's support in making this program possible and look forward to expanding it in seasons to come. I'd like now to welcome Councilmember Chris Kate of District 6 to say a few words.
Thank you, David. Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here with Councilmember Sherman and David from the Opera to kick off this great program, My Voice in the Arts. I'm honored to support the San Diego Opera with $5,000 from our CPPS grant from the City of San Diego to help get this started. Researchers find that sustained learning in music and theater directly correlates with higher achievement in both math and reading. Studies have also shown that curricular and extracurricular art studies and activities help high-risk students in school. Not only does music improve skills in math and reading, but it promotes creativity, social development, positive personality, and self-worth. I'm calling upon 6th through 12th graders in Claremont, Kearney Mesa, Mira Mesa, Sereno Valley, and Rancho Penasquitos to submit an application describing a time when they were affected by the arts. 2 youth from each council district will be selected to receive a ticket package for San Diego's Opera's 2016 season. Visit sdopera.com/myvoice for information and the application. I'd like to again thank the San Diego Opera for continually developing programs that will improve the quality of life for District 6 youth and families. Thank you very much. Now I'll turn it back to Councilmember Sherman.
Thanks again, everybody. And I think Councilmember Kate kind of hit on the main reason we're doing this. And it's about the kids. It's about learning. It's about expanding your horizons and becoming good, functioning adults in society. And I mean, if you think about all these kids here, that's why we have Empower Charter. The Empower Charter School impresses not only learning, but physical activity and the arts and culture and everything else in a more rounded approach. And I'm just very, very glad that you kids are here today. And then lastly, too, I heard some of the boys talking about, well, opera, yada, yada, that kind of thing. I used to think the same thing. And I'm a tinkerer. I'm a woodworker. I love to, do things out in the garage and build and fix things. And when I went to one of my first operas, the thing that I was taken back by most were the sets and the woodworking and the impressive decorations that these people had done. So it's not just about the music and the singing and everything else. It's the total experience of hearing it live, being there and listening to the orchestra, seeing the sets, seeing the pageantry. It can change people's lives, and who knows, with some of these kids here, if they are able to win the essay contest, maybe we'll see the next opera star in our midst right here from San Diego. So thank you all for being here very, very much, and I guess we have room for a couple of questions if you have any. Perfect. I like that. We're nice and thorough.
Terrific.
Thank you for not asking me about the Chargers.